SUMTV.
It's a beautiful Friday. Thank God it's Friday. It's a Friday that I believe will bring in good tidings, will bring in joy, will bring in productivity, and will bring in, for those who want to rest, a good weekend for resting. I am Abraham Joda, and I always say that, yeah, weekends are great periods. These are periods where most of us have time to spend with our families at home, to take a rest, to go for social activities, to have meetings. And for some, Friday is the busiest part of their week because for those who deal in probably hospitality and some other businesses, Friday is the period where the money flows in. So, and the weekend. So I say welcome again to the weekend. And just like you know, on the morning show, we bring to you different segments. We have the Taraba News segment, which comes after this segment. We also have the Pigeon segment and the newspaper review segment, and the interview segment. So this morning we started with the newspaper review segment, and me this morning are the usual analysts in the house. Started with the director of News and Public Affairs at SUMTV, Mr. Radane. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Abraham, and good morning, Nigeria.
Yes, and also with us this morning is Abed Naphtali Bandawa. Good morning.
Good morning.
You're welcome to the morning show. We're ready, almost halfway through January.
I think today is already 16th, so
Yes.
we have like 14 days left
31 days in January. Go.
to go. So is it still New Year?
Well, so it depends on the context.
This is one of the fastest January so far.
January is always fast. There's no, once you have something to do, the 24 hours is 24 hours. It's just the mind that tells you this is fast and or this is slow. So, well, without wasting much our time, let us go to the newspapers straight away. Let's start with a punch. So let's go to the punch and take the major story on the punch, which is counter-insurgency campaigns. U.S. vote $413 million for security operations in Nigeria. Others. The United States plans to spend 587 billion naira on counter-insurgency operations in Nigeria and other African countries in 2026 amid worsening security conditions across West Africa. The allocation is contained on the U.S. National Defense Authorization Act for fiscal year 2026 obtained by the Punch on Thursday. The funds were approved under Title XL under Operation and Maintenance. That is okay. The security budget for the U.S. African Command comes against the backdrop of the Christmas Day attack on terrorist hideouts in Sokoto State by Donald Trump administration. And on Tuesday, AFRICOM delivered a consignment of military equipment to Nigerian security agencies as part of ongoing efforts to strengthen security operations across the country. The NDAA 2026 is a comprehensive bill that outlines policy priorities and authorizes over 911 billion in annual military spending, with a 4% pay raise for troops. AFRICOM requests the 413.046 million, the same amount was authorized, but the act did not provide a breakdown of how the funds will be spent. So, well, this is it. This is the money that the U.S. has approved for campaigns or security operations in Nigeria and other African countries. So, well, we wish that a huge amount of this will be coming to Nigeria.
Well, that's quite huge. That is actually a very big amount of money. If the whole of that money, $413 million. Well, I'm not a security expert, but I think it is about 587 billion naira. I think, well, Nigeria is spending about, based on the statistics I'm seeing here, I think Nigeria is spending about 58 trillion naira on security, buying of equipment and other things like that. So what I have to say concerning this is that we look forward to this money being channeled properly.
The money, let's get it straight, is the United States budget for counterinsurgency in Africa.
Not in Nigeria?
Not in Nigeria. Nigeria is just part of it. And most of these funds may not even come as funds, it may come as equipment. As money they spend on their soldiers, on their own equipment. So it is not necessarily a fund. I don't think it will be funds that will come directly to most of the governments.
I think that is better, because I was trying to say it is better this thing come in form of equipment than come in funds of, because when they come as funds, they may be used for other things other than buying equipment. I think what the Nigerian military needs now is equipment, logistics, firearms, and other equipment that will help fight the insurgency. We're looking forward to Nigeria having those equipment, the one they used on the 25th of December in Sokoto. We look forward to Nigeria, having those kind of equipment, those kind of intelligence. You see how the report has it that that weapon was launched from where is it called?
The Gulf of Guinea?
Yes, from the Gulf of Guinea. And look at how it traveled all the way to northwest without missing the target. So we look forward to that kind of precision attack. And if that is sustained, I think it has a way of dealing a serious blow on the activities of these criminals, and at the end of the day, destroying them completely.
Okay, Naftali, we have a view on this.
It's a welcome development, and see, that is why the United States will continue striving well. It's more of not just giving an intelligence report or sending in the human resources concern. It has to also cut across all angles, including the financial aspect of everything. So I think it is a very good one to the beneficiaries, which we as Nigerians were part of it. And again, we see the American people are good at what they say they will do. So I believe the money will be channeled. In fact, there are already measures on ground to be taken before this money is allocated on ground. So we want to say we're grateful for such opportunity and offer to help tackle the insecurity issue we have in the nation. And we pray that the cause which the money is removed for, at the end of everything, that total peace will be restored back, and the continuous synergy between Nigeria and the American people will continue same vein. So we expect let the Nigerian people as well continue to strive well in terms of releasing finances for their own armies, so that things like this will go a long way in sustaining, because I know there will be time that when this thing is effected, the American people will not stay there forever. The time will come that if those motives is achieved, they will finally have their way back to their place. Recently, we've seen the lieutenant colonel sent to the attaché to representing the American armies visited the chief of army staff. So we are expecting a positive result, just as the way the director was saying, the attempt of the December 24th, 25th, sorry, it's a very good ground for Nigeria. So we expect this lasting solution should kick on and to go a long way.
Okay, so just for us to understand, the U.S. Budget for counterintelligence and counterterrorism in Africa isn't delivered as unrestricted cash to government. Instead, the money authorized by Congress is spent on equipment, training, and advisory support, a specific program grant managed by the U.S. agencies, that's Defense, the State Department, USAID, AFRICOM, and the rest of it. So for the 2026 U.S. National Defense Authorization Act, about 430 million, which is about 587 billion naira, was authorized for the U.S. Africa Command, AFRICOM, to support counterintelligence. So the money from what the information we have here is most likely going to be used to service, released to AFRICOM, which is the U.S. African Command. So money will be used for their equipment, for their usage there, and why they're there is to provide peace in Africa. So indirectly and directly will be beneficiaries of this, but I don't think the US give direct cash to Nigeria.
Yeah, I think all we're saying is let's see it on the ground. If their efforts, as approved by the Congress of the US, is translated into security in the Sahel region just like they wanted, Nigerians will be the first beneficiary. I think what the US is trying to do is to stabilize the security atmosphere of the whole universe, starting with, and so whatever it is that is done with the 400 and something million dollars, Nigerians, the people in the Sahel region will be the first beneficiary.
Yeah.
So we really appreciate that, and we look forward to it translating into peaceful communities in the northeast, in the northwest, in Taraba, in everywhere in the world.
And again, I would like some days back there was this discussion about Nigerian paying lobbyists to the Congress. Let me just make us understand. Lobbying is a key part of democracy, especially in advanced democracy. You pay huge money to lobbyists to go to the National Assembly, to the Congress, to any this thing, to speak on your behalf, to speak to the right people. So on issues like this, if it's necessary, you pay lobbyists, not 1 million naira, around $1 million, to go and speak on your behalf to those that matter, those that will release the funds to ensure that Nigeria gets a huge chunk of this. If you look at the issue of the U.S. recent genocide, it was done by lobbyists. These are paid by organizations and groups, or even as a humanitarian gesture to lobby for this. So I think most Nigerians don't understand when they say money was paid by the Nigerian government to lobby. It is done. Even in the US, companies pay. There are people that their job is they are lobbyists. They don't have any other job. They know the workings of the country. They know who to meet. They know the senator. They know the committee to speak to.
And they know the right language
to use.
So, you know, this thing I think is just because it is a new thing we're not used to.
We see lobbying as bribing. It is done in Nigeria here. There are people in the National Assembly that or former members or members of these that you speak to, and they speak on your behalf.
There's a way we look at it as if it's something that is evil.
Evil.
You understand? We look at it from the negative side. There are positive side to lobby. So this is what we're saying. And because it is a new thing, that the first time in the history of Nigeria, at least I think
it's not the first time. We've been doing it. Probably this is the first time that
it's in the public domain.
No, it is as always. It is. You know, one thing is that with the social media, everybody is now, every issue becomes an issue.
Yes.
Nigeria has been doing lobbying before. It has been done during the time of, during Jonathan time, there was lobbying by both the government and anti-government bodies to ensure that they put, the government there was like, the security situation is okay. those are the opposition will go and lobby with the Democrat that is it happens, but a lot of us don't have this information. And the first time we hear it, what we think is a bribe. Nigeria is bribing people in the US to speak. It happens. It happens. There are a lot of people that see members of the United States House of Assembly that speaks on this insurgency, Christian genocide. I know these are lobbyists.
So somebody will look at it as if $9 million is a huge amount. Why would you go and give it to somebody to just go and speak? You know, there's a way we look at it. But this is what they do in those societies, in civilized societies like that. And I think, just like I wanted to say earlier, because it is something that maybe is novel, it's not as popular. I think this is the first time we're seeing it on the news like that, So people that don't even have the details, I think as time goes on, when we get to the issue of tax reform, that's how it started. But the more awareness is created, the more people tend to understand the situation. I think the benefit that will follow this will be actually huge for the benefit of Nigeria.
I think this is one of the things we should begin to lobby for the United States to put more attention on Nigeria in terms of our funding and support for against insecurity. Now, there's this story that says Tinubu said we will never forget those who sacrifice everything for our country. This is on This Day newspaper, on the cover page of the Newsday. The major story say we will never forget those who sacrifice everything for our country. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu yesterday pledged his government's continued support for the welfare and dignity of officers and men of the Nigerian forces, saying the nation will never forget the sacrifices of those who paid the ultimate price to secure it. In a statement to commemorate the 2026 Armed Forces Remembrance and Celebration Day, Tinubu said a secure nation will always stand behind those who defend its territorial integrity. So, the president was absent. He was attending a week-long Abu Dhabi Sustainability Summit in the United Arab Emirates. So in a 7-paragraph release, he stated on this Armed Forces Remembrance and Celebration Day, Nigeria pauses to honor his hero. It is always a great thing to honor our heroes, both in Nigeria and all over the world, because these are men who lay down their lives for a safer country, a safer environment for all of us all. The sacrifice they paid the ultimate price to secure what we have today. So I say, even from SUMTV here, we're also paying our respect to those who paid the ultimate price for this nation.
Yeah, they call it ultimate sacrifice. You know, these men and women stood on the side of the nation to see to it that Nigeria remains peaceful. I had the address of the brigade commander in Jali Mudeki who said these people lost their sleep so that Nigerians will be able to sleep. That's a heavy statement. And we really appreciate them as a nation. Somebody was joking. I have this elder brother as a policeman. He said, if you said police is not your friend, anytime there is two fighting in your area, go and call the thugs. That is when you will understand that these men are actually doing something. The immigrations, the customs, the civil defense, and even the vigilantes, though they are not part of the mainstream armed forces, but that is why they are vigilantes. These people have contributed in no small measure to see to it that we live in peaceful community that will have some sanity still remaining in Nigeria. There was this day I was traveling, and in the motor park, from nowhere, some two boys started fighting. You will discover that, we later on discovered that they were under the influence of drugs. Before you know, the fight went from 2 people to 3, 4, and before you know it, it's becoming a gang thing. And suddenly, a call was put through to the police. Immediately they came, and the whole thing was disbanded. Peace came back immediately. So that is how these people always come to the rescue of Nigerians whenever there is crisis like that. So commendations, just like you said, from us here, individually and collectively, we uh, commiserate with the families who lost the life of their breadwinners, family members, and our prayers are with them. We really appreciate them for what they have done for us.
Okay. Yeah, well, you have anything to add to this?
You see, it's first of all, congratulations to the Nigerian Armed Forces and to the heroes that lost their lives. We say it is a very huge one for particularly to their families, and also the loved ones and people that depend on them for daily survival. And we want to say the labor of our heroes past shall never be in vain. And I kept on saying, whenever there's a time I traveled to Sokoto State, and on the process of the journey, I met with a lot in the bushes, like the armed forces. And I looked at one elderly man, the way situation with the level of the environment at that time and the insecurity issue. And I began to feel like, oh, this is somebody's father, leaving his own family, being at this very position for people around this axis to have a better life. And how much more of his people that are back there, these children, how are they living? You see, all these questions, a lot of these guys have such questions in their heart. But yet at that, they choose to defend us. They are the reasons why we're sitting here comfortably talking. And I don't, that brings me to another call again. If you go back to like the villages and many other places where we have these retired armies and many of the force members, you tend to understand that ordinary radio to listen to programs like this, some of them may not be able to afford the condition they found themselves at the time now. And anybody that has access to television, what really happened yesterday, be it from the different states and the federation, it's something that worth it. But are we celebrating those that lost their life alone, while those that are retired, that they are at home, what are the level of welfare are they having at the time? It's another call to the government. It's not more of having a very huge program, putting money into it, making it look very lively. While in a real sense, these people we know to some extent they are not enjoying the dividend of their service to the nation. We've seen a lot, like the case of the police, where the military, which are not depth into the whole thing. You come to see there are times I have an experience with somebody, with someone in the Nigerian police force, a retired police officer, where when they were under the pension scheme and all these things, company stuff like that, you see where that person will be on call with these people, looking as if he's pleading with them to pay the monthly allowances or what they gave unto them. So, and I think it's a high time for them, if truly we are encouraged by what they are doing at a time, if truly the Nigerian spirit or the Nigerian people are encouraged by what they are doing, the measures of which their service is being appreciated in the nation, it is not to where we want it to be at the time. So we call on the government, be it at the state and the federal level, to upgrade their level of welfare, so that at least these people will feel they are appreciated. And you begin to see on social media and any places where some of these people the crack is no longer hidden. They come on social media to speak out. Some of them lost some of their body parts, and you see them crying. And some that are even in the service, they are not retired. Yet, if they were engulfed in some issues, accident, or any of the attack where they fall victim of it, the level of care that is given unto them is not encouraging. So we call on the parties involved that they should look into it. If it is coming, if the government are releasing funds to the particular people concerned, let them do whatsoever is within their confine to take a proper care of these people. Remember, I find it that this is very, very clear, because if you are in the system now and you have people that are retired and you have what it takes under your own control to make their life very easy for them, and yet you refuses to do that, remember, one day will surely come that you also will be retired and same energy will be applied to you. It is a high time for us to not just be taking care of them for a particular day. It should not be only on the Armed Forces Remembrance Day that it should be like a day that we celebrate them, not a day that they also reflect on. Many of them is only the pictures of the uniform they wear during those times that it even reflect and give them peace of mind.
Thank you very much. I think Nigerians, we need to understand something. Wherever we are, whatever we do, let us understand that we must reform while we're in service. If we don't reform while we're in service, if we don't reform while we're in service, we will be at the tail end of this neglect once we're out of service. We resist reforms. We resist things being done the normal way because it suits our ways of doing things, both at the lower level, at the mid level, and the high level. We encourage doing things the Nigerian ways because we think it's the easy way out, forgetting that the Nigerian way, what you consider that is how we do it, we always come back to hit you or hurt you, whether while in service or out of service. Yeah. So these are the things that make life, not only the army, everyone.
Yeah.
We resist change.
Positive changes.
We like to maintain status quo, except I've seen people who had the opportunity to effect a change. They didn't do it. And 2-3 years later down the line, they are facing the same problem. And they begin to cry. There's no need missing the likes of Malami.
The former Minister of
Justice. I've seen also, the first time I saw this and I saw the raw power of you not effecting change was during, I think, 2006 or 2005, thereabout. The Super Cup, one of the best Inspector General of Police we had then in terms of performance and the rest of it, Mr. Tafa Balogun. I remember there was advocacy then for people suspect not to be handcuffed. A lot of human rights, they say these are military mentality. Suspect shouldn't be handcuffed, and then it was anything. You just show the suspect with handcuffed on TV and this. You take them to court in handcuff. I fight with you, you handcuff me, and it was no change was made. He was arrested, and he was kept in handcuff. He was crying. He was even brutalized by rank and file. By people who ordinarily will not. He fell on the floor and he was kept in handcuff and taken to court. And I said, if he has done this reform, this will not happen to him. And over again. Let us reform ourselves so that when we're gone, things will get better. And while we are not there, even while we're there, things can get better.
Thank you. Yes. To add to what Director of Programs just mentioned, somebody was creating some awareness among some people, trying to tell them the benefits of contributory pension scheme and other things like that. Some of the things these retirees suffer, though government has on fault,
A lot.
government has on fault, you will discover at times they forget to do their normal savings for the rainy day. There are instances where you become reckless with whatever comes into your hand now that you forget that a day will come when this regular flow of income may not come again. A day will come where you'll be too old to be able to do the things you're doing now that will give you income. So Nigerians too should be able to understand that there is a need for this awareness, this consciousness to be in able-bodied people who are working now to understand that a day will come that you will need the savings, the investment you've done to be able to sustain your life. Apart from the fact that government too has failed these men woefully.
Terribly.
You understand? We've seen.
You were saying something very interesting, but let's not skip away from reality, just as we mentioned. How much are these, if you're going to talk about something that somebody will save, the advice
You don't save what is not available.
Yes, you cannot save what is not available.
Of course.
And to deal with reality, it's just more of where I have issues with the military people or anybody in the uniform work is where you know you're in the uniform work and you are not training your children the way they should live a better life, giving them chances in studies, in other vocations, and creating opportunities for them. But the way it has to do with the savings that we're talking about in terms of saving money, let's not hide away from reality. The truth is, how much are they even paid? How much is their own reality? These are people that are living in two different homes. One is staying in Sokoto, his family is in Taraba State. How much is being paid that is going to take care of the family? If let's just look at it. We have, if they are not even living up to the standard of living. We have people that they don't have even NEPA in their houses. They have people that are not even having water channels in their houses. We have people that they can't even afford 3 of their students, the children in the university, if they are going to live by the money given to them. So, and you know, definitely they have to have families. Definitely they have people around them. And these people are coming from a lower background where if you have you can see it everywhere, somebody will be the only person, a lower rank person. Let's say he doesn't even have a rank in the Nigerian army, but yet he's the breadwinner in his family. How much is his salary? How much is supporting the extended family? And then these guys are even doing the good thing. All I want to advise any person within the uniform work is, whenever you start building a family, that family should be your priority. Build it with the little you are having at a time. Invest into their lives. We have some people today, they are not crying, not because they save money, but because God helped through their children. It is more of the service they are rendering. I think the best way they have seen those dividends is even in the life of their children. So we advise that they should invest into the life, the human resources God has kept under them, because a time shall surely come that they will be their shelter. We know of somebody in Taraba State that he retired as a master warrant officer, but because he trained his children very well, one retired now as a brigadier, as a general. So imagine he retiring, having a general in his house. So he's going to live a peaceful life. Even when he's around 106 years, yet he's living a peaceful life. So that's a very thing that we should look onto it.
Thank you very much. This advice is for every one of us. Try to invest in your future. You invest in your future. In this our society, the best investment to your future is one, if you're in a corporate organization, pension scheme. Two, in your children, because they are the ones, due to our culture and our society, they will be the one that will be your security and gratuity in the future. So, well, let's go to another story, this time around The Guardian. We have the story on The Guardian that says alleged 110.4 billion fraud. EFCC tenders fresh bank records against Yahya Bello and others. The trial, former governor of Kogi State, Yahya Bello, over alleged 110.4 billion fraud witnessed the presentation of additional bank records by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission before the Federal Capital Territory High Court, Maitama, Abuja, yesterday. This was as the serving overseer of Citadel Global Community Church, Tunde Bakari, called for urgent personal institutional reform to address entrenched corruption within Nigeria's justice sector. Meanwhile, we also have Rector of Kogi State Polytechnic, local judge Salisu Usman, recommended capital punishment for those found guilty of corruption. Meanwhile, Bello is serving trial alongside Omar Oricha and Abdusalami Hudu on 16 charges bordering on criminal breach of trust and money laundering. The case is being heard by Justice Marian Aneni. So from the resumption, we have prosecuting witnesses resume proceeding. The prosecution led by Kemi Pinheiros, SAN, continued the cross-examination of 6th prosecution witness, that is a compliance officer with Zenith Bank and others, while the defendants, Joseph Daudu, questioned the witness on entries contained in Exhibit X1. So if you look at it, the proceeding is still going. The EFCC is presenting bank officials to come on as their witness to state, to give evidence against Bello, Hudu, and all those identified. And the reason why this story interests me was some weeks back, I had a discussion with some people, and the person said vehemently that the case against Bello has been dropped. I even went to the EFCC to bring out information. I said that, yeah, the last time they went for filing of papers or so. He said, no, the case has been dropped. That is why it's no longer in the press. I say, the fact that a case is not in the press doesn't mean that
it's dropped.
Okay, I said today maybe I'll speak to the person. Most times when we don't see stories on the pages of paper, we assume the case has been kicked off, and then again they said Bello was made a member of a committee in the APC. I said there's no law that stops anybody under investigation from not living his life. Donald Trump has over 100 charges over him. He's still contested for election. It is when you are convicted that you become someone that cannot be carried along.
You know, this case has been made to wear a political clock for some time. We've seen how the politicization of this case has caused some confusions in Nigeria. Now, it is on the strength of that I assert that the person you spoke with and the person who claimed that the case has been dropped is a victim of this politicization, because now that Yahya Bello is contesting for Senate, you know, everything that will whitewash him will be made to go viral by his supporters. It may be a deliberate attempt by people who want to whitewash him at all. You know, when they say you're under investigation, in most Nigerian claims they will say he's a criminal, he stole the money, he stole the money. Now, many people don't know that this is something that is being investigated. At the end of the day, he may come out clean.
Yeah.
But for his political ambitions, you will need to tell this kind of stories that the case has been dropped, so he will be able to sell among people who are gullible.
No, but the fact is that I asked the guy, did you? He said, no, he just felt the story. You know, there's a difference. When someone deliberately he said the case, I said, how? I said, this is, December was the last sitting. He said, no, the case has been dropped. I said, well, this is deliberate. When you deliberately want to keep yourself, you want to, it is what they call confirmation bias. He just wanted something to confirm the fact that the FCC is not working.
But the case is still there.
It's still there. Yeah. There are a lot of cases. Sometimes what I do as a person, I remember a case that's sensational. I just begin to search concerning the case. Sometimes you just come across, oh, this case is on. They went to court just 2-3 days ago, or they are going to court next month. But because the sensationalism is no longer on the case, they will go to their court quietly, come out quietly. You will not check. It is even from the media you get information. It may just be on page 5, page 6, page 7.
And just like we said, if you are a journalist who is being sent for a correspondent and you go to where there is Abubakar Malami's case and there is Yahya Bello's case, which one will you?
For now, is
Abubakar Malami's case and you would like to come. So at times, this case are there. It's just that it is not the priority. It's not as if the case is not there, and it's not as if some journalists did not cover it. If national dailies don't take it, some state-based newspapers.
The national dailies take it, but it will not be headline.
Oh, yes.
I tell people where there are priorities to these stories. The fact that the story is not visible to you doesn't mean it's not there. Just keep opening. For those that read papers back to back, you come a lot of information that ordinarily, like you come across a lot of information while searching for news that people will assume this thing. You hear someone say, no Nigerian press carried it, and it is on. It is there. I think to me personally, I'm someone that I have soft spot for security agencies, because we have to give them all the support, no matter what. No matter what allegations we lay against institutions, especially institutions against corruption, the army, the police, I always, because I don't look at the leader of the institution at that point, I don't look at even the man, I look at the institution itself, because we have a way of damaging institutions simply because we want to prove that we are innocent. We want to prove that we are innocent. The EFCC has my support any day, anytime, against anybody.
Of course.
Against anybody. And there's no law anywhere in the world that says every criminal must be investigated at the same time. There's nowhere in the world that every criminal has been investigated. You investigate based on maybe the petition or those you are able to arrest. And there's a saying, they say every pig has its own Martimas, every chicken has its own Christmas. One day, monkey will go market, go come back again.
Yeah.
So everybody you have his own day with the EFCC or the ICPC or Code of Conduct Bureau of FCID, anybody. Yeah. There's this interesting story here also on the, I think that story is on this day. Let's go back to this. The article sound effects to AFPC vows to mobilize for Tinubu's re-election. On this day, in a political development filled with symbolism and far-reaching implication ahead of 2027 general elections, Abubakar Atiku Abubakar, the son of former vice president and 2023 presidential candidate of People's Democratic Party, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, has formally defected to the ruling All Progressive Congress APC, pledging to work for re-election of President Bola Tinubu. He is popularly known as Abba. The younger Atiku was received on Thursday at the National Assembly by Deputy President of the Senate, Senator Barrow Jibril, alongside top APC leaders from the Northeast geopolitical zone. He announced his defection, and it was widely accepted. And a lot of stories have been coming out, some praising the move, some saying that it's an indictment on Atiku Abubakar. But personally, Abubakar Atiku Abubakar is a male, a Nigerian, a human being of himself. He has every right to belong to whatever association, irrespective of where his father, his mother, his brother, his sister, his religion belongs to. He has taken a decision for himself as a person, and I give him kudos for that brave decision. And also, I give kudos to Alhaji Atiku Abubakar for being a father that is so liberal that his children can decide to join whatever political party they want to belong to without, that means that it's giving them the free hand to do whatever they want to do as humans, as adults on their own. So kudos to the Atiku family for this sign of liberality and also in their family.
Yeah, I saw the analysis of D-Master yesterday on social media. He analyzed Atiku is in ADC as we speak. He has a son in PDP, a serving commissioner under Fintri. Then he has another son in APC. We're looking forward to having one of his sons or his daughters in Labour Party or things like that. He's a true Democrat. Somebody asserted to me years ago that Atiku is one of the person that consolidated democratic precedents in Nigeria during his issue with Obasanjo, that he always go to the court and win almost all his cases against the National Assembly and former President Obasanjo and things like that. This goes a long way to describe him as a very good Democrat. But we're looking forward to it being translated into, even if he doesn't win elections until he dies, because there is time, there's still time for him to contest. Even if he doesn't win election, he has actually contributed to the understanding of democratic process.
And sir, I see no reason where people are making this thing to look somehow. We know to some extent any other parties involved will try to take advantage of that particular thing to bring some negativity into the journey. But it's a normal thing. This is not the first time Atiku, you mentioned that one of his sons is a commissioner under the PDP government in Adamawa State. And apart from that, we've been seeing a lot. Atiku married almost from every angle of the country. And if this is politics, let them not, to me, I would just look at it this way. Let them not even, the level of how joyful the other parties are becoming towards this journey, it may end up being against them. So we are not prophets, we are not anything, but because this is somebody that is above the age of 18, can make decisions on his own, and although he has a ground for his dad to come in some of his decisions that are going outward towards his political journey, and he has an inward meeting with his family to some extent, we believe, before
Which
this
is
thing
not a
comes in.
must.
It's not even must.
that he should-
But
this is his
sometimes
decision,
because of the political ground of his dad, he may. And it's a welcome development. He has what he wants to achieve going into this party that he wants to in his own political personal journey like that. So it will be complementable. Whenever we see it going this way to social media, taking it as a negative, it can never affect Atiku in terms of Atiku's political journey. That is just the truth. We should accept that reality.
Somebody was trying to look at it like this. He said, if your own children don't believe in your ideology, then there is a need for you to question whether your ideology is actually correct or not. Because in most instances, children should be able to appreciate that their father is on the right track.
So then,
So there are millions of people
then,
that their children
on
believe
this
in
very
their
ground,
ideology
sir,
and they fail.
if every of your child must agree, not with your parental duty, this is a public affairs duty we're talking about here. If every of your children must accept everything you are doing because of you are his father, that is to say, we are going a long way into the depth of the problem we are into at the time.
And could it
because
be? Okay.
Yes, because now, look at it this way. If we have a lot of parents that has questionable characters in their public offices, but because of this ideology of he is my father, he is my this, nobody want to come and accept that his father is faulty. So if Atiku has, with what is happening at the time, none of them come to say that he's faulty, but yet they have their own drive, and they're going after their own drive, and he is no longer, he's aging. And these people are going to be involved in the future politics as far as the country is concerned. So must they align with their father at this time around? The people that, if they are not looking at just their father, they may be looking at people around the father. And then the mission of the particular political party that the father is at the time, if it doesn't align with their own interests, they have their reasons of going back. And then we should be very, very clear about everything. It is better we understand this concept very well. We should not just be blinded by family ties when public office decisions are taken. If we are doing that, that's why you look at something will be faulty, but the people that are supposed to advise this father for him to do the right thing will be the one, okay, because it's my father, will accept everything that comes from him. And this is affecting the livelihood of the people. Look at what the case of Muhammadu Buhari, when his daughter now came out to say that she knew that almost every of Nigerians are angry with her dad. You see, people are beginning to see like, why would she make such a statement? You've seen it on social media. But that is just the truth. So if we have people like these children that will come out to state categorically that this is the reality, irrespective of who is causing this havoc, then we'll have a better country that we are praying for. So I think it's a very big, good one on his side. And also the level of how the father received this, I think it's a very good one. And it's a very good
statement.
I trust.
Somewhere, I don't know how reliable it is, but he said he doesn't have any problem with what his son has done. And another thing is, could it be his own way of making inroads into politically? This could be beneficial to Atiku.
Yes,
politically.
I think part of the news is where the other opposition party have been interested about is there's this movement of his.
Husky Atiku.
Yes, Husky Atiku. That they now says that it is now changed to Tinubu, something like that. So I think this is where people are now looking at it in the way the director is trying to picture.
Look at it. He said this decision follows the outstanding leadership style of Deputy President of the Senate. I think it's a follow of the Deputy President, Senator Barao Jibril. And he said, we might believe in the ideology of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the renewal agenda. Abubakar pledged to work closely with Jibril to actualize Tinubu's second-term bid. He directed all coordinators and members of his political structure, formerly known as the ASCII Atiku organization, to immediately align with APC. He said, to this effect, I'm directing all coordinators of my session to join the APC and work for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu as we move towards 2027, he added. So, well,
let's see the impact of this in 2020, because I still want to believe that this will not have any impact in Adamawa politics. That's what I believe.
Yeah.
But it's too early for us to reach that conclusion. In 2027, we'll see whether the Husky movement will be able to effect any serious vote for Atiku.
For optics, it's a very, very good decoratory for the optics.
Yes.
Well, I think it's a good one. We say congratulations to the young man for joining the APC. Wish him well in all these endeavors. And we also say kudos to Alhaji Atiku Abubakar for being a statesman. And I believe, I know he's going to take this in good strides. So, well, that is it. We're deep into our time. We have to go for a short break now. When we come back, the morning show continues.
Every day begins with a need to move with purpose, to shop without stress, to send without fear, to pay without delay. For every rider chasing time, for every home that needs restocking, for every voice that needs connection, for every dream that needs delivery. Now, one app brings it all together.
Supercab, move smart, ride safe, supermarket, groceries, gadgets, everything. Supercash, airtime, bills, transfers, done. Super logistics, fast, secure, right to your door.
It's more than an app. It's your movement, your market, your money, your connection, all in one place. Supergo, one app for services endless. Download Supergo today. Live free, live fast, live smart.
No time to shop, no stress. With Supergo, your groceries comes to you. Partner with trusted vendors, verified stores, no delay, no excuses, just values. Supergo Supermarket, your market now in your hands. With Supergo, your ride is comfortable, easy and convenient. Supergo is more than an app. It's a movement, moving people, powering threats, delivering value.
Do you want to score 280 and above in JAMB? At Taraba Business School, we can make your dream come through. Register now for our JAMB and CBT training. Intensive JAMB and WACE coaching classes with experienced teachers is ongoing. You will also be trained on computer-based training, CBT. Visit Taraba Business School today. We are located opposite Civil Service Commission, 183 Hamarua Way, Jalingo, Taraba State. You can call the following numbers for inquiries: 080 602 69140, 070 634 28464, 080 606 60861. Do you want to score 280 and above in JAMB? At Taraba Business School, we can make your dream come through. Register now for our JAMB and CBT training. Intensive JAMB and WACE coaching classes with experienced teachers is ongoing. You will also be trained on computer-based training, CBT. Visit Taraba Business School today. We are located opposite Civil Service Commission, 183 Hamarua Way, Jalingo, Taraba State. You can call the following numbers for inquiries: 080 602 69140, 070 634 28464, 080 606 60861.
Africa, a land of growth, rhythm, and resilience.
Where every thread of the fabric tells a story,
Every beat of the drum echoes heritage.
and every voice carries the soul of generation.
We are Africa, bold, beautiful, and timeless. At SUMTV, with
Good morning this morning in my country people. How on a day? Thank God it's a Friday, or just as Oyibo people who take the talk on my country people. So they wish on a happy weekend. Yes, so with me in the house this morning in my country people, I get two beautiful guests. But meanwhile, I'm not gonna forget to welcome on now to the pigeon section of our morning show. As this in our section where we dey knack una latest story concerning things where they happen for inside the country, even to serve our community and our society. I earlier tell una say I get two beautiful guests wey go follow me to touch light matter this morning, my country people from Taraba State University. On my right hand side now, Mr. Edric. Edric, thank you for joining me this morning. And on my left hand side now, Dangana. Now go follow me to touch light matter. Dangana, welcome to the show this morning.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, oh my country people, as the tori take they carry us, they waka, they go this morning, my country people. Now matter when it be say happen over inside Delta State. Now I want make them follow me to touch light this morning. Sake of say e rub young people like them. Yes, that is why I say this youth them go consider here to follow me make we touch light the matter wella. And I also they invite on my viewers when they be say una they follow my page, una they follow us the Touchlight Matter on Facebook at SUMTV. Say make una do well to send in una messages, yes, and so we go touchlight and the way they always they do on this segment. Okay, my country people, make una draw una cushion. Say come say na the tori now I won't begin the yarn una. So yes, something terrible, something serious don't happen for inside the Delta State, my country people, concerning one boy, one young youth. Yes, will go involve himself for inside the Yahoo activities. This one I saw a trend for inside the social media. This is our Facebook. Many of us now see him. Yes, this boy in name na Ima Eraganoma. Name be this pikin name. Yes, and in mama name na Okay Eraganoma. The mama Ima. This Ima told this Ima inviting mama say he get surprise package for her. Say make him mama visit him for in street when they be say they live for Caroline Street for Akokoko. Yes, for near Warri for Delta State. Now so him mama come begin the wonder say say the visitation don't call too much now. The mama talk say the pikin they call am more. So she said come they wonder say this is surprise. The pikin never ever call am to come receive surprise package like this but meanwhile make she go see this is surprise. Now mama Ima talk say as she reach the pikin compound for Akokoko, say the way the pikin take welcome am, the look when e be say she see for the pikin face, say body not sweet here at all. Say she come dey look and say the joyous mood wey the pikin dey always look at her anytime when e be say she visit the pikin. Say the pikin go come meet and run laugh with her. Say but that day the pikin just stand there look am. She come dey wonder, come to assume and talk say okay maybe na part of the surprise then the pikin dey play am so. Now from there mama Ima talk say Ima come open door say mommy come inside. The mama say as she enter for inside the finish, Ima come go hide the volume of his gadget. Say music everywhere come dey shake gbu. She call dey wonder. Say Ima na party you wan do for me? Now Ima talk say mommy hold on. So before she go know it, Ima don call lock door, my country people. The mama talk say na so Ima begin dey waka go meet her for where she stand dey look Ima for parlour. Ima come strangle her for neck. Ima begin dey press him neck. She and her pikin come begin dey fight for there. Say she begin dey try dey shout to say people not dey hear her because of the musical volume when e be say Ima don go over eye, my country people. As the woman come dey there say she fight with Ima so tele she come overpower that her young pikin, come throw away the boy go one side. Now from there she come run go door quick open the door run go outside. Now for there she begin dey shout. Now people neighbor they come run, Ima still dey for inside fear. Say as neighbor come now neighbor come hold Ima say wetin you dey do the mother. The woman talk say she no come fit talk. All this story when I dey talk so na for hospital. Now the woman open mouth dey talk this one They kiakia rush the woman go for hospital. Those of una when e be say una see this story for social media, if una see this woman face na so e big swell up, all this woman neck, her eye, mama Ima talk say as the pikin dey press her, dey shook hand for inside her eye, say e wan pull out the two eyes comot for outside. Na for hospital na this woman come begin dey talk all this one. E no end for there. This woman talk say about last week ago, Ima call her, Ima tell her talk say, mommy, she say, tell the mother say you dey see this year like this. Say I must to drive one motor wey they call her say GLK for this week. And the mama no sabi say na eye na the pikin wan take buy this GLK, my country people. As I dey talk to una so, that one shock me well when I come see am. I say this story I no go let am go. Say young people they go follow me make we torchlight this matter. Yes. And so to begin with the torchlighting of matter this morning, my country people. Now Dangana on my left hand side go torchlight matter with me. But before Dangana go talk, I won't tell una talk say talk person of police dey for on top this matter now. Yes, talk person of police for inside Delta State when it be DSP Bright Edafe, e dey for on top this matter now. And this Ima, as una dey see am so, this story so, as they don arrest Ima so, Ima no go unpunished. No be so. Okay, brother Dangana in the show this morning. I beg this thing when e be say Ima, this Yahoo boy, do to him mama wey be Mrs. Okay, e good or be no good?
Thank you, Madam Esther. As una don already hear the story, my country people, wetin this pikin do e no good at all. Imagine woman na she carry you for her belle for how many months? For 9 months. Now you can't do that kind thing to her. It no make sense at all. You know, say every better pikin prayer be say may mama live long so that she go what? She go enjoy the fruit of her labor.
Okay.
So this kind thing no make sense at all. That one no be better pikin. My advice be say this thing where that pikin do e no good. So make everybody try dey away from that kind thing. So and another thing be say we all know say this kind thing dey end well at all. As we try am you do and you succeed this time. Next time before you know say they go tell you say you need to renew your juju. So if you are to renew your juju, they go tell you bring your sister, bring this person, bring so person. Before you know say you don't wipe out your generation.
Okay.
Wetin you go tell people? That kind thing dey make sense at all. I felt bad as I come see the pictures. Oh, that woman suffer. But one thing I was men talk say any pikin wey talk say mama no go sleep, him too no dey sleep.
Na so.
Na one thing wey dey give me joy be that. And then we don see am here practically. We don see am. So na the thing be that, and last him no dey end well normally. Person wey dey do this kind thing, him no dey end well. And now police come arrest am. Wetin you go tell people now?
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Dangana. I like this one when e be say you talk well. Country people, for those of una when just they join us now, this is now the pidgin section of our morning show. As I always they tell una, say that section where they knock on our latest story concerning happening things for inside the country. Even inside our community, our society matter, we always they knock on from this segment. The one when Dangana talk when he sweets me well, when I the one when he talks say the sacrifice not the end for just one person heard you. He talk say as this Ima don kill him mama so. Next time they fit tell her say bring your sister. Yes, they fit tell her say bring your brother come o.
Na so.
If we get this money now, so till they come reach for marriage level, wife go board, they fit say bring pikin or bring your wife. Before you know, you go wipe away your generation and go, my country people. And at the end of the day, the one when Ima talk, when he sweet me well, he said the thing not dey last. Yes. Take off say it go backfire just the way it don't backfire on Ima now. Talk person of police will be DSP Bright Edafe. Therefore on top of this matter. And I think say go punish. Okay, my country people on my right hand side, my guests go help me encourage you to them. Help me encourage you to them. Say those of them when it be said their way not pure, we shook hand for this kind of thing. Make them look for better job to do.
Thank you, Madam Esther. My country people, as na dey hear the story so, na so it take bio. Na so Ima, then he enter Yahoo. Now Yahoo come say make him bring him mama come.
Okay.
Ima kuma come call him mama say, Mama oh, come meet your pikin for city. Mama sef carry herself come meet Ima for city. Now Ima come dey try say make him kpai mama, use do juju. Because of wetin? I wan drive GLK. For 1 week you wan drive GLK.
Okay.
No be mama you wan kiss o. Why you no go find work do? Even though na pure water this thing wey you dey do, you go fit dey survive.
Okay.
Now you wan drive GLK, now they say bring mama. Tomorrow now they say papa come.
All right.
The next day now they go tell you say, e be like say you no go born again o, make you carry your pikin like this. You see, e don dey go. You don kill papa, you don kill mama. Now they say make you give your peace join, make you no born pikin again o. Wetin you come gain?
Okay.
So my country people, as you see this life so, na jeje. No put yourself for hurry o. I dey tell una like this. You see now, Ima, last, you no conscious. Imagine that woman. You see, you see, a very young guy, you know if he defeat him, mama.
Okay.
Now, the last, now where he dey for police.
So.
You see, so I dey advise you now, when I go find work, do.
Correct.
When I go find work, do. When I leave this yahoo. My country people agree to now.
Thank you, Oga Edric, for this one when you talk now. My country people, una don hear am for him mouth. The one when he talk, when he sweet me, when na no hurry in life. You want to drive GLK. No hurry in life. Make una follow life jejely. And the second thing when he talk, when he sweet me well for body, he talk say make una find work do. Maybe today we begin to tell una for here from this station no. Make una find correct work do. Work when it be say where you do and finish. Person come ask you say na which kind work you dey do. You go probably tell am say na pure water I dey sell. You go probably talk say na shoe shiner I dey do. You go proud of your handwork when it be say you dey do. Person fit meet you for road now, so wetin you dey do? You say na people are the key dey take make money o. How person go feel? How your brothers, your parents, they go feel? See messages don dey come on Facebook, my country people. Chioma don send their own come. Say parents know that some parents knows the source of their children's income. Say parents, many of una know the source of una children's income, while some don't know the source of their children's income before eating it. So parents should know the source of their children's income before eating it, or you are the next to be sacrificed. Na Chioma don talk this one, so my country people, and me sef I agree. For this one when e be say Chioma don talk, some parents sabi say their children dey do yahoo. Even though sef e come reach level for inside we country wey be say mama and pikin dey conspire to even kill their own child sake of say she the pikin wey she love well, she want make that one hammer. She forget say last she too they go require her. I no talk say mama Ima dey involve o, but this one wey Chioma dey talk now dey touch light am, so sake of say many parents dey sabi say their children na yahoo. Yes. So those of una when e be say una know say una pikin na yahoo, make una dey expect death at any time o. Those bread and juice when e be say you dey shop, one day they go use you make the bread and juice for person to shop. Yes. Another person don come outside say, so you know say him be yahoo ko? Una dey hear am? So help him pay o. Yes, another person don come outside come talk. This one na Dinatu Yakubu na dey talk this one. So say e be like say the mama know say Ima na yahoo. So make the mama comply or make dem comot e eye take buy that GLK. And my country people na sabi say nowadays this our Gen Z mother they like shiny and flashy things. Yes. Sake of say the husband when e be say dem marry no make am. So mama don beat chest talk say my pikin must to make am in any way, sake of say dem want to learn how to drive motor. So they come push their pikin. Many of them na dem pursue their pikin to go city. Say as you dey go so, go hustle, go join. They not send their children say go sell Ghana buns o. They not send their children talk say go learn tailoring o. Go learn mechanic handwork for Lagos the way our papa they do it those days o. Nowadays mama go push you pikin comot for house say go make money anyhow. Abeg, if you be parents when e be say you sabi say your pikin wey no pure and you like am like that because they send money for goats for you every month, have it in mind say one day you go be the next to pay with your head. Yes, my country people. messages still dey come inside, but because of say time no dey on our side, na for here now I go like to draw the curtain on the pidgin section of our morning show. But before I go, na sabi say I no go fit just leave without thanking my guests dem in the house. So Oga Edric, thank you for joining me this morning. Mr. Dangana, thank you for joining me this morning as well. And my country people, I no go fit just go without throwing salute to all of una wey dey follow me to Touchlight Matter on Facebook at SUMTV, even itself on YouTube at SUMTV Live. Una well done. And I also dey thank myself, Esther Oka Steven, for bringing this story come give una. Una do.
Every day begins with a need to move with purpose, to shop without stress, to send without fear, to pay without delay. For every rider chasing time, for every home that needs restocking, for every voice that needs connection, for every dream that needs delivery. Now, one app brings it all together.
Supercab, move smart, ride safe, supermarket, groceries, gadgets, everything. Super cash, airtime, bills, transfers, done. Super logistics, fast, secure, right to your door.
It's more than an app. It's your movement, your market, your money, your connection, all in one place. Supergo, one app for services endless. Download Supergo today. Live free, live fast, live smart.
No time to shop, no stress. With Supergo, your groceries comes to you. Partner with trusted vendors, verified stores, no delay, no excuses, just values. Supergo Supermarket, your market now in your hands. With Supergo, your ride is comfortable, easy and convenient.
Supergo is more than an app. It's a movement. Moving people, powering threats, delivering value.
Do you want to score 280 and above in JAMB? At Taraba Business School, we can make your dream come through. Register now for our JAMB and CBT training. Intensive JAMB and WACE coaching classes with experienced teachers is ongoing. You will also be trained on computer-based training, CBT. Visit Taraba Business School today. We are located opposite Civil Service Commission, 183 Hamarua Way, Jalingo, Taraba State. You can call the following numbers for inquiries: 080 602 69140, 070 634 28464, 080 606 60861. Do you want to score 280 and above in JAMB? At Taraba Business School, we can make your dream come through. Register now for our JAMB and CBT training. Intensive JAMB and WACE coaching classes with experienced teachers is ongoing. You will also be trained on computer-based training, CBT. Visit Taraba Business School today. We are located opposite Civil Service Commission, 183 Hamarua Way, Jalingo, Taraba State. You can call the following numbers for inquiries: 080 602 69140, 070 634 28464, 080 606 60861.
Keep watching SUMTV.
Score 280 and above in JAMB. At Taraba Business School, we can make your dream come through. Register now for our JAMB and CBT training. Intensive JAMB and WACE coaching classes with experienced teachers is ongoing. You will also be trained on computer-based training, CBT. Visit Taraba Business School today. We are located opposite Civil Service Commission, 183 Hamarua Way, Jalingo, Taraba State. You can call the following numbers for inquiries: 080 602 69140, 070 634 28464, 080 606 60861. Do you want to score 280 and above in JAMB? At Taraba Business School, we can make your dream come through. Register now for our JAMB and CBT training. Intensive JAMB and WACE coaching classes with experienced teachers is ongoing. You will also be trained on computer-based training, CBT. Visit Taraba Business School today. We are located opposite Civil Service Commission, 183 Hamarua Way, Jalingo, Taraba State. You can call the following numbers for inquiries: